The launch of Carbon is an important moment for us as a team at Science Gallery Bengaluru. We've done 5 exhibitions before this, over which we've developed our ideas of living exhibitions, research festivals, and what truly counts as a research-based exhibition that brings together scholars and artists to create public engagement. We have wanted to have an exhibition where the exhibits are dynamic, they're growing, they're changing over time, because one of our goals is to bring in people again and again and again, and to dwell over exhibits over a longer duration of time so that they gain more out of it.
Well, our approach is that both to create a knowledge base of how we think of carbon, and through carbon, how we think of the world and the idea of ecology per se, the idea of nature per se, and also to be able to feel the complex web of life we are part of, and to feel that what we can do about it in this time of an ecological crisis. So also to be actionable, to feel that this is really something we are part of and we need to do something about it.
The entire team have done an exceptional job, and it was beautiful walking around the exhibition, seeing the mediators in their element, talking to the public. Some of the pieces I particularly enjoyed. It is a magnificent example of a Science Gallery exhibition.
When I first heard of Carbon, coming from a science background, I was pretty surprised that that's an exhibition theme. Because it's ubiquitous, it's everywhere. So to me it sounded as if we're having an exhibition about everything. But after joining the gallery, it's sort of been reframed as finding carbon as the hero in different things. Like, while I knew that every major biomolecule has carbon in it, I didn't think about it in that lens until I entered the gallery.
Really enjoyed absolutely everything, I think. I have to say that the engagement with the public has been really interesting. Today's talk I really enjoyed. I'd like to do that more, to actually talk a little bit about the work, and I really enjoyed seeing people engage with the work, which was pretty exciting.
Very pleased with what I've seen. I mean, right from the building to then the exhibit, the way it's laid out. So the opportunity to have these conversations in a setting like this, I think, is the key.
This is the place to be if you're interested in science, and if you're young especially. If you look at all the programs we have and the exhibits we have, it's not just experiments, right? It's also different ways of looking at science.
I think what's super exciting is the approach that Science Gallery took to look at carbon not only in the context of climate change, but really to invite people to look at the material carbon as well, because while of course we all know the impact of CO2 on the climate, there's also a lot of hope and a lot of progress which is enabled by the molecule carbon in terms of new technologies in construction, in computing, in reducing energy usage. So I think it's really fun to get this holistic view of this element, which is often just mentioned in the context of CO2.
A big learning for me is that as scientists, we are not working enough with artists, and this is something I've been feeling for a while now, that when I want to talk about the science and I want to talk about the data without really putting forth or putting out a graph or a complicated scientific explanation from a paper, I would love to work with an artist who can render this in a way that is more palatable and accessible to people. And I think there's an opportunity for that.